Hi YouTube, this is Felicia with Bible Scraps and welcome to the third video in my embellishment series. You guys, I have some cute flowers to show you guys. Flower making, at least fabric flower making, several years ago, it was really popular and I'm sure it's still popular now. I just don't see a lot of videos on fabric flowers anymore. But these are super cute, you guys. For those of you who make a lot of fabric flowers, you might have seen something similar to these. I'm calling these spider flowers because the thread or this loose part here, it reminds me of spider legs. And these were really easy to make, just a couple steps. And check out this one on a button, it's so cute. You guys, Halloween is right around the corner. For those of you who are really into Halloween crafts, I don't know, something like this might add a little bit of shabbiness to your spooky projects. And check out the purple one. These were quick to make as well. And check out that one. Now, I'm using my favorite trim ever. This is eyelash trim. You can pick this up at Hobby Lobby. And by the way, you guys, I am pleased to announce that we finally got a Hobby Lobby. Yay! The first store opened 40 minutes away from me 5 years ago. And then their neighboring city, which is about 40 miles away from me, got a Hobby Lobby. And these were small towns. And I'm like, why have they bypassed my neck of the woods? And then I got word we were going to get one in January, and it didn't open. And the date just kept getting extended, and I finally just gave up on it. And then my daughter texted me, Mom, Hobby Lobby is open. I couldn't believe it. I tell you, it was too late for me to rush over there, but the next morning I was there for the day 2 opening. So you can pick up these trim. Once again, it's called eyelash trim at Hobby Lobby. Now, what you need your trim, and I am using Sequins as a backing for some of mine. You see my whole bucket of buttons. You're going to need buttons for your centers, but also if you want to layer your trim on a button, you could do that. You could pretty much embellish it any way you want. Here I've added a mulberry rose there. That's so pretty. That yellow and orange is a perfect match. And then you'll need your hot glue gun. So to get started, cut down your trim, and the length of your trim is determined by what you're going to use to back it. If you use this sequin here, it comes from Cartwright. I think it's 30 millimeters size. I used a 2.5 inch size. If you're going to use a button to back it, and then you need to, you know, of course, cut a longer length. But it's really simple. You cut it to size, take your hot glue and add a little bit to one side of it. And then you're going to join the two sides together. Let that sit until it cools down. You don't want to add too much hot glue because you don't want hot glue all over your trim. Now, one thing too, what I could have did first, I forgot to do it. You want to separate all of your loose threads. You see here, if you could see that, I have some in the center. Well, I guess I could still go through the bag. Well, I'm just going to leave it. But you want to separate it because you want your loose threads on the outer side. Okay, so once that's cooled down, take your backing. For this one, I'm going to use this black sequin. Make sure it'll fit. Now, sometimes you could see the color of the backing, and sometimes you won't see it. It all depends on how much trim you cut down. So if you don't like the color showing through, pick a color that you do like if you don't like that color. or cut your trim a little bit longer to make sure you get full coverage. But I don't mind that black showing through. So now what I'm going to do is take my hot glue and dab a little bit on, and then you want to just center your piece on the backing. And before it dries totally, you can spread out your trim a little bit. So you see how that looks? This is so cute. I love this look. So you can manipulate it a bit. And then the next step would be find you a center. So I'm going to use this button here. Remove the shank from the back. Add more hot glue there in the center. Don't need a lot. And then add the button right there. And how cute is that? I love it. Look at that. So shabby. What a quick, simple, yet elegant embellishment. Okay, so let's do another one. Let's do a black one. And I think for this one, let's see, I might want to use a button. Yeah, let's do black and pink. Or do I have a pink one already? Oh, I guess it don't matter. Add the glue. Now, when you do cut this trim, it can fray. It will fray. And adding this glue too will help it not fray as much. And okay, and once again, you guys, I forgot to I'm talking and I forgot to move around the spider legs in the center there. But you know, I have a new model for myself. Don't think, create. It's going to turn out just fine. And that's how that one will look. So yeah, I'll do the black and the pink. I have learned that mistakes, they really can be happy accidents, but you can fix pretty much any mistake you make. Perfection is overrated. Now, you could trim off some of these fibers. This one here, if you see the loop, I could take my scissors and slice that, but I'm going to leave it just as it is because, you know, I like it as it is. And if you get the spider webs, the glue, you could easily pull that apart. But take a look at that just the way it is. So, I don't want to do a black button. I love my button bin, you guys. My whole bucket of buttons. No, I don't want gold. You know what? These might be nice. These scissors are great. I love these scissors. They cut fabric so well. I probably shouldn't cut this bag with it. Got it from the Dollar Tree. And they probably still have them. They've had Betty Crocker items for a while. I think I like that. So let me add some glue in the center. Excuse my dogs, you guys. I didn't take off the shank off this one. I'll go back and clean up my spider webs once it totally dries. But this is not bad. You know what you can also do? You can, and I might do this in the video, take small sequins, take small beads, embellishments, and just add them throughout your piece. I love the look of this trim with the buttons. You get different texture, you get a different feel. That's how the back looks. If you don't have the eyelash trim, play around with any trim that you have. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, so let's do another one. How about an orange? Just be careful that you don't burn yourself. keep forgetting to play with this in the center. Okay, it's okay. Obviously, you don't need to. I love these spider thread legs. Okay, and what color? You know, I kind of want to do a button again, but I'm going to back it with a yellow sequin. And don't worry about your backing being in the center of the back, because you're not going to see the back. Now you see on this one, I have to manipulate my spider thread legs to make sure they extend in all directions. Okay, let's find a pretty button for this one. You could also use gems in the center. I think I want to go with green, but not that big. How about, and that's too small. I know that's way too big. That looks like a creature. I kind of want to use it only because it reminds me, on my cruise that me and my husband went on several weeks ago, every day we would come back to our room to the cutest towel creations. One day it would be a sea lion. The next day it would be some type of water creature, but it was so cute, and that's what that button reminded me of. I'm gonna save this one. I have something else in mind to put, but as you can see, I mean, it looks kind of messy. That's the glory in it. That button is really going to jazz it up, and these threads really gives it the character that it has. So you don't have to do much to it. So I'll set that to the side. Let's make turquoise. And I'm going to use yellow again. Yellow and turquoise. That's a pretty combination. Though hot glue dries like super fast, you do have some time, some workable time with this. Okay, oh, I like it. It's cute. It's cute. And you know, let me add a button, and then I'm going to show you what you can do with this. Be careful when you add your glue, like what I just did. I'm not sure if you can see it. I had some of my spider thread legs folded in that area. I want to make sure you don't do that, because you want your spider thread legs to extend in different directions. But if they don't, it's still cute, right? Put that one. Okay, so what you can do with this embellishment, my first video in my embellishment series was using these jumbo paper clips. Of course, you can use any size, but I am going to add this one here. Like so. And then back it with another. Well, here it is, you guys. An up-close look at my spider thread leg flower embellishments. Aren't they cute? The different colors, the texture, the roses, the buttons. It all came together quite nice. As you can see, I did make several other ones off camera. I still have to add my center there and to another one of these somewhere, but these were really fun to make, you guys, and easy. Just a couple steps and you have the cutest embellishments. As I was making my other ones, I remembered that I have a spider plant in a pot in my backyard, and these remind me of that spider plant. I love that plant. I hope it's not dead right now, because I've neglected my garden. But if you guys are interested in more creative embellishments, be sure to subscribe and check out my playlist. that link will be in my description box, and you could check out my first 2 videos in my embellishment series. Well, I thank you guys for joining me for this creative session, and as always, blessings.